No one ever understood why a strange dog followed Aili wherever she went, through crowded streets, silent paths, even into moments of shame, until the truth about her stepmother was finally exposed. Once upon a time, in the beautiful city of Enugu, lived a young girl named Aili. She was an orphan, yet her beauty was unmatched. It was not just the softness of her face or the glow of her skin, but the kindness in her eyes that carried pain, patience, and a gentle hope that refused to die. Even strangers felt warmth when they looked at her. But behind that beauty was a life filled with silent suffering. Aili lost both her parents at a very young age. Her father died suddenly, and her mother followed soon after, leaving her alone in a world that was not kind to children without protection. After the funeral, Aili was taken in by her uncle, her late father's brother. At first, she believed she had found safety again. But that hope didn't last long. Her uncle's wife, Madame Kiru, became her stepmother in everything but name, and she hated Aili from the very first day. To her, Aili was not a child in need, but a reminder of a family inheritance she could never fully control. The love and sympathy people showed Aili burned her heart like fire. From the moment Aili entered that house, her life became a routine of hardship. She woke up before sunrise, swept the compound, washed clothes, cooked meals, and still went to school. If anything went wrong in the house, Aili was blamed. If food finished early, Aili was accused. If a plate broke, Aili was beaten. Yet, despite everything, Aili never complained. At school, she was brilliant. Teachers praised her intelligence, and classmates admired her beauty. That admiration only increased her stepmother's hatred. "This girl will ruin my daughters," Madame Kiru often muttered. She feared that one day Aili would outshine everyone, including her own children. As years passed, something strange began to happen. A large, dark-colored dog started following Aili everywhere. It waited outside her classroom, followed her home from the market, and sat quietly near her whenever she cried alone. At first, people were afraid. Some whispered that the dog was cursed. Others said it was a spirit animal. Madame Kiru was furious. She accused Aili of witchcraft, claiming the dog was a juju sent to protect her. "You think you're smarter than everyone?" she shouted one night, dragging Aili by the hair. "You want to use charms in my house?" Aili cried and begged, swearing she knew nothing about the dog. But her words meant nothing. Soon, rumors spread through the neighborhood. Suitors who once came to ask about Aili suddenly disappeared. Parents warned their sons to stay away from her. "That girl moves with a strange dog," they said. "She's dangerous." Every rejection broke Aili's heart, but she endured it quietly. One evening, after a long day at the market, Aili returned home to find her stepmother waiting. Without a word, Madame Kira slapped her hard across the face. "You will leave this house," she said coldly. "You bring shame and darkness wherever you go." That night, Aili cried herself to sleep beside the same dog everyone feared, unaware that her suffering was only beginning. Morning came, but peace did not. Aili woke up before dawn, her eyes swollen from crying, her heart heavy with fear. The dog was still there, lying quietly near the doorway, watching her with calm, almost human eyes. Sometimes, Aili felt that the dog understood her pain more than any person ever had. When she stepped outside to fetch water, neighbors whispered. Women pulled their children closer. Men shook their heads in disapproval. The dog followed her silently, never barking, never growling, yet its presence alone made people uncomfortable. By midday, Madame Kiro had already made up her mind. She stormed into the compound, shouting loudly so the neighbors could hear. "I cannot continue living with a cursed child," she cried. "Since she entered this house, nothing good has happened. My daughters can't find husbands, my business is failing, and now a demon follows her everywhere." People gathered, forming a circle around Aili. No one asked for her side of the story. Madame Kiru pointed at the dog. "This thing must die today." Aili's heart dropped. She fell to her knees, begging. "Please, Mama, I don't know why it follows me. I swear I have never done anything evil." Her stepmother laughed bitterly. "You think tears will save you?" Before Aili could react, one of the men in the crowd picked up a stick. Another grabbed a stone. The dog stood up, placing itself in front of Aili, its body tense, eyes sharp. Then everything happened at once. The stick came down. A sharp cry filled the air. The dog collapsed, blood spreading across the dusty ground. Aili screamed, a sound so painful it silenced everyone for a moment. She crawled to the dog, holding its head in her arms as life slowly left its body. As the dog took its last breath, something unbelievable happened. Aili felt a sudden warmth rush through her body. Her chest tightened. Her ears rang. And then, in a voice only she could hear, a whisper echoed. The truth will be revealed. Endure. The dog went completely still. People stepped back in fear. Some crossed themselves. Others ran away. Madame Kiru's face turned pale, but she quickly masked it with anger. That same evening, a man arrived at the compound, a well-dressed, confident young man named Ikena. He was known in the area as hardworking and well-respected. He had come to formally ask for Aili's hand in marriage. But before Aili could even speak, Madame Kiru dragged Ikena aside. She cannot bear children, she lied smoothly. And she practices dark things. That dog you saw? It was her charm. Ikena's face changed. Confusion turned into fear. Without saying another word, he left. Aili watched from a distance as yet another hope slipped through her fingers. That night, Madame Kiru made her final decision. You will leave this house tomorrow, she said flatly. I have tolerated you long enough. With nowhere else to go, Aili packed her few belongings before sunrise. No one stopped her. No one wished her well. As she stepped out of the compound, she felt a strange calm, painful, but peaceful. She walked until her feet hurt, until the city faded behind her. By evening, she reached a small village on the outskirts of Enugu, where an old woman sat by the roadside selling kola nuts. The woman looked up and stared at Aili for a long moment. You have suffered because of envy, the old woman said quietly. But your story is not finished. Aili froze. For the first time in years, someone saw her. Aili stood frozen on the dusty road, staring at the old woman. Her heart pounded. No one had ever spoken to her with such certainty before, as if they already knew her story. The old woman adjusted her wrapper and sighed. Child, sit, she said gently. Your feet carry pain, but your spirit is strong. With trembling hands, Aili sat beside her. For the first time since leaving her uncle's house, tears flowed freely. She told the old woman everything: her parents' death, the cruelty of her stepmother, the strange dog, the lies, the rejection, the exile. The old woman listened without interrupting, her eyes calm and unreadable. When Aili finished, the woman nodded slowly. That dog was not a curse, she said. It was protection. Someone bound it to you so your life would not be cut short. Aili's breath caught. Who? She whispered. Your mother, the woman replied. Before she died. Aili gasped, covering her mouth. The old woman explained that Aili's mother had foreseen great envy around her daughter's destiny. In desperation, she sought spiritual help, not to harm anyone, but to shield Aili until the right time. The protection has ended, the old woman continued. Now you must walk your own path. She handed Aili a small pouch. Keep this. It holds no magic, only truth. When the time comes, it will speak for you. Confused but grateful, Aili thanked her and continued her journey. Days later, she arrived at her aunt's house, a distant relative who lived near a busy market town. Life there was not easy, but it was kinder. Aili worked in the market selling vegetables, waking early, returning late, rebuilding her life from nothing. Her beauty could not be hidden. People noticed. Some admired her. Some whispered again. But this time, Aili kept her head high. One afternoon, while arranging tomatoes, a stranger stopped at her stall. He was tall, well-dressed, and carried himself with quiet authority. He did not speak much, only bought goods and smiled politely. He was Prince Obina, though Aili did not know it. From that day, he returned often. He asked about her day, her work, her life. Unlike others, he did not stare or judge. He listened. And slowly, Aili began to feel safe again. But fate had not finished testing her. News soon reached Madame Kiru that Aili was still alive, and worse, thriving. Envy returned to her heart like poison. When she heard rumors that a wealthy man was interested in Aili, hatred consumed her completely. She will never rise above my daughters, she swore. Madame Kiru began planning her final move.